Hi you guys, and welcome back to another Tooltip Tuesday. And I'm coming here to talk about just my new fun favorite gadget that I think everybody needs in their craft studio, because that's kind of just who I am. When I find something that I think is totally cool, I have to share it. So last week I showed you James and Olivia's Dolomite album, and I had lots of different Peekaboo Pockets. And one of the things that I really take advantage of are the Peekaboo Pockets. But the problem with Peekaboo Pockets is they only come in certain sizes, and that doesn't always work for the pictures that I put on my page. So in this case, the sizes I can use are a 4x4 or a 3x3, and I have a 3.5 by 3.5, and it needs to go here. So in the olden days, we used to use what was called a fuse tool, which looked like this, and it heats up, it gets hot, and then you would run it carefully along the edges in as straight of a line as you could get. And if you're Megan Jacks, your line would be perfectly straight. And if you're Jenny Mancini, it would be all crooked, and it's crazy. And then you trim it off, and then you can put it on here. Well, I don't know what's happened to our Peekaboo Pockets, but I believe they're using a different manufacturer now, because the thickness of these are much thicker. And it was at the advisor retreat when Megan and I tried to use the fuse tool, and we couldn't get it to work. And I came home and I happened to have some old pockets with the new ones, and I realized, oh, these are much thicker. So it's next to impossible to get this fuse tool to work to be able to trim these down, which for me is a big deal, because I do these all the time. I will cut them into 3.5 by 5.5. I will cut them into 4x5s. I will cut them into a custom 2.75 by 2.75, whatever I want to look good on my page. So we needed a new tool. Well, luckily for us, I happened to be watching a video with Lauren Hines again, and she found a new tool. And this is my new favorite gadget that I wanted to share today. It's called a sealer. I don't really have any idea if you guys know what sealers are normally used for. I think food, but it's amazing, and it does not cost a lot of money, and it comes in two sizes. So I got the baby size, which is the 8.5-inch size, but they have a Mama Jama one that I think Megan bought that's like 16 inches. But I'm normally not doing anything bigger than 4x6, or smaller than 4x6. So I got the small one, and you can see you plug it in, and then there's a temperature dial on here. I've been putting mine between 4 and 5, and basically what you do is you line up your Peekaboo Pocket to where you want it cut, and then there's a very thin, I don't think you can see it, but there's a very thin line in the middle, and you're gonna line right in the middle, straight as can be, where you want that cut to be, and then you push the line down and you hold it for 7 seconds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And look, y'all, can you see? I don't know if you can see, but there's like, it literally sealed it. It's sealed shut, and it's perfectly straight. So Mom, Megan, all of you straight fanatics, it's perfectly straight, which just makes me so happy. So then I just use my trimmer, and I'll come in here and I'll line this up, trying to line it up where I can see and my head's not in the way, but I line it up, and then it trims it perfectly. Okay, so now I need to do the bottom. So I'll bring this back in, and I'll line this in exactly where I want it to go. You press down and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sealed shut. Sealed shut. Move this out of the way. That is hot, so you have to be careful. Bring my trimmer back in. Line it up. Trim it. And now I have a custom size Peekaboo Pocket, exactly the size that I need so that I can bring my album back in. Peel off the back. And I will place it. Whoops. I will place it perfectly on my page. I do like to, I don't know, what is that word called? Is it varnish? I'm not sure what that word is called. If you know, drop it below. I can't think of it right now. But I do like to do that to make sure I get all the bubbles out. I got a little piece of yuck caught in the middle. And there you go. Perfectly sized Peekaboo Pocket for my page. So again, you get this on Amazon.com. Here's the box it comes in. It was not a lot of money. I don't remember the exact amount of money. I'll drop the link in the comments below, but I want to say it was like less than $30. And yeah, I love it. It's my new fun little gadget. So if you like gadgets in your craft studios, this is one I'd recommend. All right, that's it for my tool tip today. You guys have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.